Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
And we're live.
I knew it. You know what's funny? No, it was funny because I saw Rico watching the computer and I was like, he straight up has started and just hasn't said anything yet. I knew it. I could tell in your eyes the way you were watching the screen, like and flipping between the cameras.
we got a good rip scene.
Yeah, that was good. That was
That's
good.
a good producer.
Amateur, but
Yeah. But, dude, what's up, baby?
What's up, baby?
Dude, everybody, welcome to another episode of Help I'm High and Can't Get Down. We got Josh Osani.
Or is it called to help I'm down and can't get high?
Ooh.
All right, I'll see you guys.
He's like, all right, goodbye. the old help I've fallen and can't get up.
Mm.
It's like, I guess like what you just said is like just that exact phrase.
Exactly.
Just like in my words.
In high words.
In high words. I love it. You're like Yoda, like a high Yoda.
Not quite.
Not quite.
No, I wouldn't associate myself to Yoda.
Yeah, he's more of like an Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah,
Get
definitely.
angry after
Yeah.
everything, you know what I mean? Go to the dark side.
Yeah.
And
It's
everything.
like,
You had so much promise in the beginning.
and they're like, you're a member of this. Anakin, we have made you a member of this council, but we do not grant you the status of Jedi Master. And I'm like,
Is that what they said?
yeah.
Those are the exact words?
Yeah.
Damn, he's a movie line guy.
Well, I just love Star Wars.
Oh, wow. Really? I didn't know that about you.
I love Star Wars.
Wow, really?
I've probably seen
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
um
Out of all of them. I don't give a fuck about pre or old.
no, mine is definitely why am I struggling with the name? Oh yeah, it was that bong rip.
Is it one
Revenge
of
of
the
the
new ones?
Sith. Revenge of the Sith.
Okay. And that's the one that he turns into Vader, right?
Well, yeah, that's the one with the Duel of the Fates
Yeah.
with Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting.
Yes. That's probably one of my favorites too.
That movie's incredible.
That one's a good one.
That movie brings tears to my eyes.
You know, I'll say that my favorite Star Wars movie is The Phantom Menace.
The Phantom
Liam Neeson, bro? Come on. Come on.
And we'll be right back.
No, I'm just playing.
You're playing?
Yeah, I mean, I like all the Star Wars. I'm not attached to them like that. So to me, they're just like good movies. They're like, I like these movies. It's a good storyline.
No, I'm attached to them. I was definitely one of the fucking dorks that like. Oh well, yeah.
Dude, don't hit me! Stop hitting me so hard, dude. Seriously, fucking bro.
Seriously,
Dude.
No, yeah, no. I had the light up lightsabers, and I had like the Nerf guns that looked like the clone battle rifles and stuff.
Oh wow! I knew a kid that had like laser tag Halo guns.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you had like a little box that you would like just clip on, and then you just like have these guns that he had like a plasma rifle, and then he had the bigger one, the bigger alien rifle too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I would have totally done that.
yeah.
I like recently realized that like in school I basically just like covered up because I'm like a huge fucking nerd and like kind of a dork too.
Okay.
But I covered it up like I was like in secret or like a double agent like by doing sports because I played a lot of sports.
Interesting.
So I hung out with like the sports guys, but like
But behind the scenes,
behind closed doors,
he's watching fucking Pee Wee Herman and
like
Mickey Mouse Club,
and like hardcore watching anime.
Clubhouse or something like that.
Well, no, I don't know why we started choosing kids shows. I said nerdy. I didn't say I was a child. Yeah.
How long have you been doing comedy for now? Exact. What's your date? What's your birth date?
Ever since the day I was born.
Hell yeah, he's been cracking jokes. He was born, his parents looked at him and was like, "That's a funny looking baby."
That's a funny looking baby right there. No, I've been, man, I don't know. I think I'm like around a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how would you...
May will be 2 years.
May will be 2 years.
Yeah.
Dude, that's exciting. How's it feel?
Great.
I
will admit I just came out of a rough patch.
Okay.
Yeah. Where I was like really I was like really doubting myself, which is something that I tend to do. But
why is that? What made you think?
Okay, whoa.
Okay, let's not get a little too crazy. like, are you talking like in the sense of comedy? Like you're saying that like rough patch in comedy, or?
Oh yeah. It was it was definitely comedy. I just was like developing a lot of bad habits and
the ones that you need to get rid of now.
Yeah.
Well, like which ones are you talking about in particular?
Well,
pandering.
Yeah.
Running the light.
No. Running the light is a new problem. That's a new problem.
That's a new one. That's funny.
I thought that I really had that one on lock. I was like, there's a lot of things I do wrong, but I don't run the light. And then I went to the Detroit House of Comedy, and they played music to get me off the stage. So,
is that your first time being cut off?
Yeah. And then...
How many times have you been flashed?
Twice. House of Comedy and then Go Bananas last night.
Damn. Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
There's some comedians who just don't believe in a light.
They're like, I don't even...
It's like the light is God, and they just don't... They're atheists.
And they're atheists.
Yeah,
beat me to it. Beat me to it.
I love you, I love you, Josh. You're so fucking hilarious. But I really love working with you because I've known you for at least a lot of your comedy journey. You know what I mean? You've come here. I met you in like October-ish.
You...
At the Funny Bone.
Yeah, so basically, like, when I, like, started taking comedy seriously is, like, I started taking comedy seriously, like, 1 month before I met Eddie.
Yeah.
So, he was basically... Before that, I was just, like, doing it as a hobby.
And then I met you, and I was like, this little boy, he needs nurtured, and he needs growing, and look at you now. Yeah. Now you're... but like comedy's a seasonal thing. You know what I mean? It's like it goes with the seasons. There's slow seasons. There's hot seasons. Right now, you're finding yourself in the woods, in the thick of things. And now,
no, I feel like I'm coming out of it. Actually,
coming out of it.
Yeah, but I got to work on running the light.
Yeah,
got to nip that in the butt. I cannot keep that up.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
And why do you? How do you think you're just not seeing it?
Yeah, no. So I like how we were talking about before we started, like pandering, and I just like when I first started doing stand up, I was like terrified of talking to the audience. Now I just
love it.
I won't stop talking to the fucking audience. I just keep talking to them, like last night. I don't really remember it all that well, but I think at one point in my set, I just started like learning about like some guy's life, like just like he told me about his job, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. How did you get into that? Oh, where'd you go to school? Okay.
No way.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, Josh, you did not go. You did not do that.
No, but what happened? I will say though, one of the funny things, at least that I thought was funny, because I didn't really think a whole lot of what I did last night was funny, but I thought this was funny. There was this group of like exchange students that went to UC, that was sitting like on one part of the room, and 3 of them were Italian, and I'm like 30% Italian. So before I went up, I just started looking up like common Italian greetings. And then for like the first like few moments of my set, I just started like just firing off these Italian greetings to them. Like I said, ciao, buongiorno. And I just kept doing it, and then after, and they laughed, but then I was like, why am I still talking? I should be telling them jokes right now. Like,
Hey, I mean, 2 years in, my first entire year of comedy, I fucking blew dicks, dude. Like, it was rough.
yeah, for me, it was like I started taking comedy so I did it as a hobby, and I blew dicks for 6 months. Like, hardly ever had any success. But I was just like, I like stand-up, so I kept doing it. Then I started taking it more seriously, and I blew dicks for like 2 months, and then Eddie and I, like, literally over like a 1 month period, like, grinded out a bunch of these premises that I had and turned it into 5 minutes. And then I had 5 minutes that was like pretty decent that I was using for like a few months. And then once I used that up, I went on to I started trying to develop more stuff, and it's just sucked the last just have sucked the last
what he's meant to say is that
months.
we haven't written in a while, Eddie. He's like,
Well, now to be fair, when I stepped away for a second to because I don't know if I said it earlier on the pod or not, I can't remember, but I, like, over December, basically the month of December, I only did stand up like twice.
Really?
Yeah, I stepped away. One of them was our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I'm not counting the award show.
Okay.
So yeah, I only did like twice that whole month, and
I was unaware of that.
yeah, but I was like at home writing still,
Interesting.
and
I mean, it's always okay to take a break like that. You know what I mean?
but I was more so reassessing like how I was doing comedy. Like, I just felt like the way that what I was developing into was not what I wanted to be as a comedian.
Interesting.
As like what I was doing on stage. I was just like very like low energy and like really awkward, which I am awkward, but I'm not always low energy.
Yeah, that's
I
something
go
that
like
noticed
low
about
energy
you,
to
yeah.
high energy to low energy, which I've been trying to implement that more in my stand-up. So, and I'm also kind of flamboyant, which I never put that in my stand-up before, but
It's time. Twink life.
whoa. Can we? All right, we're gonna need to timestamp that, and we're gonna have you edit in Rico's voice saying that, so that Eddie will be okay.
Dude, I love working with you. We started doing those shows like you just.
Hang on a second. Are those dogs getting on? Like, will the audio pick up those dogs?
Maybe a little bit, a tiny bit, but it'll be
Okay.
It should be fine.
Because like to me,
It sounds
they're
loud.
so loud.
Yeah.
It's distracting.
Yeah.
But I hope that the listener doesn't hear that.
Oh, they love dogs. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
They're huge dog fans.
Yeah.
Actually.
All right. I didn't know that about your listener. Your fan
But
base.
Josh and I actually have been throwing some comedy shows for the past half year now at this wonderful establishment called the Garrison Barbershop, and that's on South 4th Street here in
Fourth and Main.
4th and Main. Is that what technically downtown Columbus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, downtown Columbus.
Yeah.
It's a nice little area. Nice show.
Yeah. With the
Good.
barbers there. Shout out Justin.
Shout out.
Justin, Jamie, Ethan, Dakota, Chris, and what's his name? I can't remember the last guy's name. I think it's
Sorry, last guy.
I'm
That's
so,
your name. From
I
now
think it's
on.
like David or something.
You said Evan.
No, David, I think.
Oh. Shout out.
I have to shout him out. Hang on.
You have to.
All right, he's not coming up.
Well, you're just last guy.
Kellis. See,
Kellis.
it's a weird name. It's a
Wow,
weird name.
yeah. David Kellis. It was close.
Yeah, Kellis.
You know what I mean?
But what a set of names there for guys.
I know.
I mean, they got like some really standard ones, Chris and Justin, but then there's Kellis, Dakota, and Jamie, and
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. I don't remember who it was who I was conversing this with, but we were talking about states, and like how many different states can you actually name somebody after?
all of them.
All of them?
Yep.
You think so?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Kanye would do it.
I was thinking about naming my kid Maine.
Yeah, that's good.
Maine Sherman.
It's the Maine Sherman. This is the Maine Sherman.
Yeah, this is the main one, not Maine.
Huh.
Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, not the third, the Maine.
So we were talking about it. So I've heard of like Carolina, like, you know what I mean?
North or south?
All of them.
Oh.
All of them.
Well, if you're naming it after a state.
Okay. Virginia.
East or west?
West.
There's not an east. Which, first of all,
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that?
yeah, why is there a North and South Dakota and North and South Carolina, but there's not a East and West? There's just a fucking West Virginia.
And then, why
And
can't
then
you just be a part of
regular
Virginia? Yeah, why can't you just be a part of Virginia?
All right, let's talk about it. Because Virginia is the trashiest part of the country, and West Virginia said, no. We're the second trashiest part of the country, and we cannot be associated.
But
with.
we still want the Virginia name.
Yes, because it goes
Damn.
back. And I automatically want to apologize to all of my listeners out in Virginia. I'm coming to do shows there in June.
Are you really?
No.
I was like, oh shit. Yeah, sorry guys. don't listen to what he's saying. No. So no, but I love these Garrison shows. They've been doing pretty well.
Mhm.
We've been doing
No, they've been great.
yeah. So we've done what so we've done half a year. So that means 6 shows.
Yes.
We do bi-monthly shows.
Mm-hmm.
Sold out a few of them.
Yep, 2 of them.
2 of them.
And December, I should have not done one in December, so should have done it in November. We learn for next year.
Hey, I mean, we still.
And really quick, I want to shout this out to Jason Banks. Will you, Jason, will you do our 1-year anniversary show at the Garrison in August?
Jason, we want you to head.
Because I know you're watching this, Jason.
Yeah, we know you are.
I know
Jason.
you and Adam are watching this. All right, that's all I had to say. For
Yeah,
Jason.
Jason, please do the show.
Shout out Jason.
We'll do a birthday show at my house. Hopefully,
Yep.
see if we can get someone cool.
Yeah.
Henry.
And hey, shout out Henry Allen.
Hey, Henry.
Shout out Henry Allen.
Oh yeah, for real. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, look at that. Local comedian
All right.
/ amazing, hilarious person.
Might
And
as
then-
well.
Yeah. While we're
While
shouting
we're-
out,
while we're at
everybody,
it.
go ahead and take a look at Josh's shirt.
Can you zoom? Is there a zoom option?
There's no Zoom.
It's on you.
Yeah, there it is. So, Short Men Against the World. That's our boy Ty Erskine.
Tyler
Ty Comedy.
Erskine.
Ty Comedy. Follow
Yep.
him. He's really
TYE
cool.
comedy on Instagram. Ty
Really
Daddy
cool.
on.
While we're shouting out our sponsors,
Butcher Box. Shouting out Butcher Box.
North Vapes. Yes, yeah. Everybody loves the North. Corona Extra, not the less, because we believe in more.
oh
I
man.
love it. No, it's
Shout out the Garrison right there. It's
oh
on the
yeah,
wall.
look at that. Our first set of tickets that we sold.
Mhm.
Fucking amazing.
Yep.
I love it. I love the intimate vibes.
Mhm.
Small room. You know what I mean? I mean, we could fit like 70 people
Yep.
probably. So
Comfortably.
yeah, comfortably 70 people. So it's one of my I think it's the first room that I've ever like had a hold of at all. So it's like it's a really good move. It was a really good move on you to like find a room that was willing to trust two little white boys to throw some comedy shows.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly was just getting a haircut there, and just like my barber Jamie, that's my boy. I just was talking to him about how like the shop was so cool and how it'd be cool to throw a show there because I was talking about, you know, Don't Tell.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I bet Don't Tell would like a location like this. And then like he just mentioned it to Justin, the owner, and then like I don't know if it was the next time I went and got a haircut or the time after that, but then Justin
In the talks.
Yeah, we just started talking about it, and then it just happened from there.
Yeah.
It was like a slow thing. I think that we first started talking about it like in April of last year, and then it started in August. But it happened.
Yeah.
And it's been great.
I mean, the best things take time.
No, honestly.
You know what I mean? So it's not like I wanted to.
And we only do it once every 2 months.
Yeah.
It's like really. It's
low
just,
key.
Yeah.
It's not. We're not blasting them out on billboards or anything. We're not a 300-seat venue.
Right, but we're putting some good ass comics on it.
Some good ass comics.
Headliners such as
Peter Brick.
A local, like if you're local, you know that guy's funny.
You know, we're doing more shout outs.
Yeah.
This entire episode is just going to be shouting out every person that we've ever known.
And you know,
in the entire universe. Shout out to the presidents that have ever run this country.
Well, I was gonna first get to the other headliners.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
Kenny Mock and Lee Kimbrell.
There they are.
There they are. And then everybody else. I mean, I don't even remember who else was on it. Honestly,
Yeah.
There's just so many.
Guys.
There's just so many. We've just had so many.
So many comedians.
So many.
They're happy. They get paid. They do their time. They get paid day of. No waiting for some person to Venmo you. Fucking
said they're happy. They're happy. You better be happy.
Yeah, you better be. Losing your money and then.
Are you not smiling?
Yeah.
Is that a? All right.
So, who's your favorite comedian?
Tom
of all
Segura.
time? Tom Segura.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Tom your favorite?
He's kind of the. He's kind of the comedian that changed comedy for me. Like he changed it from something that I just kind of like really enjoyed into something that I wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah, because before that, I had, well, that's not necessarily true. I had, the first time I ever thought about like wanting to try comedy, there's this Christian comedian, his name's Tim Hawkins. And when I lived in Texas, when I was like 12,
okay,
my parents took me to see him at like a big church down there. He came and did like a 400-seater church. And it was a great show. Like, honestly, even to this day, great show.
Okay.
Because I watched it back when I was like 20. Because I was like, is this still funny? Does it hold up? He's funny. That guy, Tim Hawkins, funny guy. Shout out Tim Hawkins. And so that the first time, because I had barely known about stand-up before that, I knew that it was a thing.
Okay.
But that was the first time that I'd ever seen it live, and that was the first time that I was like mesmerized by it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was watching him, and I was so impressed by how he was just making this room of people laugh.
Yeah. That's exactly
involuntarily.
That's how I felt about TJ Miller, because I'd seen stand up online and stuff like that, but like when you're in a room, like, and I've talked about this on like other like episodes, like when you're in a room and it's happening right then and there, it's a totally different feeling. Like you can watch the funniest fucking video online and you're still not gonna have
it's not the same experience
as if you were in the room when that joke was first told.
Well,
or like at that stage.
So just to finish off Tom Segura, which I would totally do.
He would finish him off.
I would
so
totally
hard.
do that. By the way, Tom, I know you're listening. But yeah, when I really found Tom, because that was when my family got Netflix for the first time.
Okay.
And I just like stumbled across him. I was just like checking out specials, and dude, I became obsessed with Tom Segura like immediately. I thought he was so hilarious. How because he in his sense of humor. Now I think about this all the time because I feel like I've been doing this since I was little, but I'm like, did he shape my sense of humor because I was like so obsessed with his comedy?
Yeah.
Where he does this thing where he likes to make people uncomfortable. and like feel like uncomfortable, but then like bring it back around and make it funny. And that's what I love to do.
Okay.
I love to make people feel uncomfortable, but then make them feel comfortable. Like they're like, what did he just say? What is he saying? That was crazy. But then it's like, it's more playful than that.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, I didn't get into Tom until much later.
Yeah.
Much later, like when he was
When
like,
he was blowing up.
Yeah, when he was. I mean, probably after he was already like in the middle of it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like in the beginning or anything. It was like he was already established. Like this guy is fucking famous.
Yeah, I got into Tom when I was in 8th grade, I think, which would have
It's a
been
long time ago. Like 5 years.
that was at least 5 years. No, I think that was 8 years ago now, which still is not that long.
Yeah. This is a +3.
Yeah.
Little young baby, because you're 2001.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Lots of youngins in here
Mm-hmm.
nowadays.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I was telling somebody the other day, like it's nuts. Like IDing people now, and now I'm like seeing 2002, 2001, and I'm like,
Bro, we're to the
whoa.
point now where 2003 babies are gonna be drinking alcohol.
I know, dude. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. I'm almost 30.
Yeah, you're old as shit.
Yeah. Sorry, Rico.
I'd like to apologize to Rico.
We're going to apologize to anybody who's above the age of 29.
Anybody 30 or up, this goes out to you. We love you.
I love how this episode has turned into a shout out session. I love it. It's the best thing ever.
Bro, no, so when I did Xavier G. Dunson.
Here goes. Go ahead.
When I did his podcast, this was the first podcast I ever did, and he was joking with me on that because he was like, Josh, it was great having you on, and we got to like learn a little bit about you and mostly about the other comics in the scene. So
Maybe
I just don't like talking about myself.
I was gonna say maybe the thing is that he doesn't know about himself.
Well, I'm only 22. I'm
Are
still trying
you
to figure it out.
Are you a homosexual? This is where we would zoom in super hard on his face.
Next
$300.
Next question.
He's
No,
like, I'd like to telephone a friend. Mom, am I gay? No, sweetie, you're not.
Hey, Uncle Paul. You remember that time?
Does that mean?
Does that count?
Yeah. Does that mean I am forever? That's hilarious.
No, I'm not. Although sometimes I think it would be cool to be.
Cool to be.
Yeah.
Do you think that people would get mad if people just decided to start being gay?
I think that's.
Because the whole thing is like it's not choice, right?
Well,
So if people are like, I'm
You're
gay now. It's like I'm choosing a different diet. You know what I mean? I'm not eating. I'm not eating.
I wonder if the mic picked that up. Just a deep sigh from Eddie's gay producer.
Yeah. He's like,
I want to get in on this.
He's like,
all right, I'll sub out. I'll sub out for 4 minutes.
dang, you think you can last that long?
No. Actually.
That's funny. No, but yeah, I mean, it could just be like a, change in diet. Like one day you could just be like, hey,
I stopped eating gluten.
I'm stopping.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like, I stopped eating gluten, but I started sucking dick.
That's great. That's great. If it was a choice. But can it be?
I feel like that's more nutritious
More nutritious. Yeah, the dick is.
than gluten.
Yeah, of course. Have you ever seen gluten? Have you seen gluten? Like what it looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking gross.
Yeah.
It's like fucking like silly putty almost. Or no, like the best way to describe it, it's like if you like get just like the straight gluten, it's almost like what's that stuff where you pick it up and it's like goopy, but then it like falls apart really easily as well. Like almost like play sand, but like
Goopy but falls apart really easily.
you just like you could scoop it up.
You're talking about your mom's ejaculate?
Ayo! You are the 100th person to say that on this podcast. Guess what? You've won a new car.
By the way, Rico, if you got something you want to say,
Yeah, dude, go ahead and say
like
it. What's up?
always say it.
Yeah.
Always say it. If you got something you want to interject, just put it in there.
Yeah, just don't put it in too hard.
All right.
All right, we're going off the rails. What time is it? Are we supposed to message Murph yet?
Probably.
Is this-
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and message him for all of us if you don't mind.
You're coming too? Cool.
Yeah, we're doing the wonderful Savor Pint open mic. It's a great open mic. You guys should check it out. It's hosted by the following people: Amanda Ramirez, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then Murph Henderson, Chris Toyloy,
Really?
Hannah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the new poster doesn't have any of those people on it, but the old one, it was like, I always like to describe it as like those memes where like when like a famous person dies and they like join all the other famous people in heaven. That's kind of like what it felt like, because it was like everybody was just a host of Savor Pint and they were all being added to the flyer. And then you had to ask yourself, like, who's hosting today?
Yeah. When I first showed up in the scene, that was like the most confusing part about Savor.
It was like, who do I message?
But it was also because I wasn't in the Facebook group.
In the Facebook group.
Yeah. If you're not in the Facebook group, you're honestly fucked.
Yeah, you're
There's not enough organization.
There's not.
No.
Yeah. I like the thing I like about the the Austin, Texas comedy scene is that they have like a whole, like how we have like a Facebook group, they have like a whole Instagram page that's like devoted to that.
Yeah.
And so it's like every day you get on, like every day you would like check it. It's like on the story. There's like this open mic, next story, this open mic. And it's pretty nice. I wish that we did something like that, because it's like I'm on Facebook, but like honestly, the whole group thing, the way that Facebook does like the whole group thing, like someone will post something and then I might not see it for like a whole like 2 days because it like gets lost.
Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, because like sometimes like,
and also it's annoying if you like comment, if someone comments on like an old one, it brings it back to the top.
I know, and they always are fucking doing it. It's always the same person. There's only one person. We're not gonna shout them out.
Let's shout about.
But they always be going on like old Facebook posts, and then they'll like comment just like something, just anything, just like one word or something like that, and then it's just like reopens it, and it's like, what is happening? Because then you open the post and you're like, shit's getting spicy, and then you're like, oh no, this was 5 years ago.
Yeah. But someone's like still responding with beef. Dude. 5 years later.
Oh my god, where are we at right now?
45 minutes.
35. This is a short episode.
Oh.
Do you want to have a short episode?
No, let's keep going.
Okay, we can keep going.
Just keep going until we gotta go.
Until we gotta go. What are your...
Wait, let me ask you some questions. I don't like this.
Oh,
Feels
okay.
like an interview.
Okay. What do you want to ask me? Go for it.
All right. Come back to me.
All right. What are like your what are your like big? Do you have like anything else on the side other than comedy that you're doing? Like, are you writing like skits, or you have a podcast or anything that you got going on?
Just ask the question that he knows the answer to.
Yeah, I do. Most of these questions I knew the answer to. Just
the are you gay?
I was like, I actually didn't know.
Like,
I had to ask.
So I don't know. I don't have a podcast, and I don't plan on starting one anytime soon. I have been, I write, like, I've been writing like skits and like some songs and stuff, but they all need work.
Oh, Josh is writing songs?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which
Get into the song life.
Well, I'll be pitching those to you later.
Hell yeah. Are you, what are you playing?
I won't be playing an instrument.
Oh.
Just singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Interesting. Now, are they remixes of
Although
old
if I
songs?
learned how to play the strings, I'd play strings.
Interesting. Which one? The guitar?
Banjo.
Ooh.
I've heard that's very difficult, though.
That would be a really hard one. I've never learned to play the banjo, but I think it would be a good one to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I just look at the amount of strings and how they're all,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, how many notes are there actually on this thing? Like,
The guitar, just the acoustic guitar is a lot more realistic.
yeah, the guitar's nice and fun. I like the ukulele. The only thing I don't like about the ukulele is just, the sound is too light.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would like a little bit of a deeper
It doesn't have enough
strum.
to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
yeah, I always try to like
diversify.
Yeah, and just try new stuff.
Interesting.
I get bored easily.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Dude, I remember one time this podcast, there was a guy who he hates the producer of the podcast, not Rico, but the other guy. And he went and he watched every episode, which is crazy. If you hate somebody so much, why are you going to be up in their business like that? But he watched every single episode, and then he spent the time to then animate a fake clip of me and EJ sitting across the table from each other talking, and he makes me look like a crackhead, and I'm like shaking, my eyes like fucking weird, and then he makes EJ, who is a kind of a large guy, he makes him spilling over the chair. Dude, it's so wild. I'll show it to you. I posted it.
What's this guy's deal?
Dude, I don't know. And it was so fucking...
And what a bitter person.
Oh, dude, it was so funny. And then I went and I looked at his stuff, and I'm like, he's a weirdo. Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that
guy.
Whoever you know who you are.
Yeah.
You're probably still watching.
But here's the deal is that the amount of hatred that he, I don't know if he actually does hate this, hates him or not. But this is what I will say. The amount of detail that he went into, the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
the drawing, how he made everything look pretty dang close, and then on top of that, the topics of conversation were topics that have been in different podcast episodes. I'm like, this is a guy who's done research.
He's a fan. He's a fan. That's what I call that.
He would what?
Yeah, he knows a lot about the podcast.
Dude, and I was like, I took it and I was like, because
You should be flattered.
Yeah, he posted it on YouTube, and I saw it, and I was like, what? And so I just snatched, and I just posted it. I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
When was that?
That was
Did I know you?
That might have been right before you got. It was I think it was September of that year that we met. So
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it was fucking hilarious. Because that was when all of my stuff kind of was blown up a little bit, and I thought that was going to be something that was going to just fucking go, but it didn't. And I was like, yeah, should have.
If something.
I was like, why did I think that something made by? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was just so funny. I was like, man, I feel like people are gonna watch this. They're gonna say, wow, this guy is making fun of this podcast so hard. I want to see what's actually going on. Why? And it was just completely not what it looks like. So yeah, but I mean, I wish I was a crackhead sometimes.
Why?
Because I would think that I had all the strength in the world.
You already do.
I do. In my heart through Jesus.
No, just in your heart.
Just in my heart.
We're working on that latter part.
Yeah, on the latter part. I love the Lord references. I love when people say God bless and other things like amen. I like that one. That one's good. Amen Ra.
You like it?
Yeah, that's a Egyptian god.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Pretty sure that's where that came from. Why are we saying amen at the end of
Yeah, that is. That's actually true.
That is true? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that all about? What's up with Raw? What does he have to do with Jesus? Probably because God went into Mary Raw.
I think amen is Hebrew for like finished, actually.
Finished?
Yeah. Don't make a joke on it.
Oh, hell
Let's
yeah.
just move past it.
Oh, dude. Every time a girl finishes, that's what we should start saying from now on. Or
amen.
A dude.
Amen.
Amen. Finished.
Did you
just close out every meeting?
Amen.
Yeah. When you're breaking up with somebody?
Amen.
Amen.
Taking the orders at a table.
All right, so you'll have the chicken parm? Amen. I would
love to start doing that.
I think that would be a fun
Amen.
Fun yeah.
And then don't say anything else.
Dude, just end your sets that way. He's like, yes.
Wow. Why haven't I thought of that? Yeah. Thank you guys so much. I've been Josh Osani. Amen.
No, but before we do get out of here, though, we will one more time plug the Garrison show because we all want you all to be there and to experience what it is to be inside of a barbershop that also provides comedy.
And it's
BYOB.
It's like, yeah, BYOB. And it's like literally the coolest barbershop in Columbus.
And not just that, but honestly, like the headliners that we're getting now, like we're starting to move into, the bigger headliners. Like we just had Kenny Mock, Lee Kimbrell.
Next one is Luke Capasso coming out of Dayton.
Like these guys are guys.
After that is Mo Hill.
Like you'd have to pay like pretty good money to see these guys like out and about, like when they're out doing shows. I mean,
they're doing clubs.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like show up, show out.
Honestly, I don't know how I got Mo Hill, but here we are.
Hey,
so
I love Mo.
Yeah, Mo's great.
Does he know that you work with me?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do the same thing that to him that I do to our buddy Chris. This is like a big jacked guy, and every time I see him, I always talk about like how he looks like a balloon animal, or I'm like, oh wow, you look way smaller than you were last time. And then the other time he came in, he walked by me and he tapped my shoulder, and I act like he broke my arm. I just love doing that to big guys.
Well, Mo is massive.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He's a big guy.
Like, it's kind of insane, honestly.
Like, he looks like the type of guy that you would see on like those
a sideline of an NFL stadium.
Yeah, or those dudes that are like pulling airplanes.
Yeah, or buses.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You think he pulls buses?
Probably
not. We should.
I mean, I don't know if you would if you're calling like the fat bitches that he's getting with buses.
He's bussing. That's why they call it bussing. Because he's hopping from one to the next. Who knows? I don't know.
I know what you got going on.
All right, guys. That has been Josh Osani. Thanks for listening to another episode of Help I'm High. Come back next time. Amen.
Amen.